Some people's days start off with getting on a train that is so packed that you can't move for hours. Most people would think this place is a breeding ground for diseases and rats, but no. This train was the breeding place for a great idea that popped into Eric Yuan's head. See, Eric was hanging out on that overcrowded, nasty train to go see his girlfriend and thought, man, why can't I just talk to her through a screen? This single train ride put a future business giant on the map. He was so driven to make this dream a reality that he applied for a visa nine times just to enter the US. When he finally got the visa, he got a job at WebEx, a virtual conferencing platform. When he worked at WebEx, everyone else spoke English and he didn't, but luckily he was fluent in the language of code. When WebEx was bought out, Eric Yuan left and created Zoom. Yes, the company that almost single-handedly saved student education and business during the COVID-19 pandemic. I believe Eric Yuan embodies FBLA goal numero cuatro, which is to encourage members in the development of individual projects that contribute to the improvement of home, business, and community. He not only improved his community, he changed the world. Think about this. Before the pandemic, there was 10 million Zoom calls a day. But when the pandemic hit, that number turned into 300 million Zoom calls a day. That means he improved his community and maybe even the whole world by creating Zoom. Another FBLA goal that is meaningful to me is numero dos, which is to strengthen the confidence of students in themselves and their work. Without confidence, you will get nowhere in the business world. A person without confidence is like a boat with no one to con it. You have a plane, but you don't have the ability to fly it. It's useless. If a salesman had enough confidence in what he was doing, he could sell me used toilet paper if he wanted to. One man who well represents this mystical confidence is Muhammad Ali. Muhammad had a few beliefs he lived by. First one, only a man who knows what it is like to be defeated can reach down to the bottom of his soul and come up with that extra ounce of power it takes to win when the match is even. I can relate to this quote. I experienced this a few years back by going for a max bench on a Monday. I was a very weak individual at the time. I was going for 135 pounds. Not meaning to blame it on Monday, but it was a Monday, so I failed. This made me very discouraged, so I dealt with this defeat by benching 4 days a week like a mad lad. I gave it a month before I would attempt the max bench again. I walked up, got on that bench, and gave it a go. As soon as I started pushing up, I stalled. But I remember my last defeat and dug down to find that extra bit of confidence and power to finish the rep. See, confidence is about finding that extra ounce of power when you're nervous, scared, or under pressure. The second Muhammad quote is, "It isn't the mountains ahead to climb that wears you out, it's the pebble in your shoe." This reminds me of a situation I had 4 days ago. This situation started with my smart mouth getting me into a one-on-one with someone who, let's just say, was a little bit better than me at basketball. I held off playing him for a week, but my mouth kept running. I eventually decided to tell him we're playing tonight. I played him and lost, but that's beside the point. The point is, the pebble in my shoe per se was my mentality. Beforehand, I would think no way I'm actually going to play this guy, but I ended up playing him and putting up a solid fight. To me, this means your biggest enemy is not the person or job that you had to overcome. Your biggest enemy is yourself. Your biggest enemy is the little things that you don't deal with. See, you can't conquer big goals in life, such as college, work, and even FBLA, without dealing with the little pebbles, such as unfinished homework, avoiding responsibility, and maybe even listening to that little devil talking in your ear. In summary, I believe that the 9 FBLA goals very much apply to our lives. First, from Eric, we learned that we should all work towards improving our home, business, and community. We don't have to create a stock market behemoth like Zoom, but we all need to seek out opportunities to make the world a better place. Second, we learn to strengthen our confidence in ourselves and our work from the best boxer to ever grace this earth. He taught us to learn from defeat by digging deeper to take down the challenge. He also taught us to get rid of the pebbles so we have the confidence to take on bigger challenges. Thank you for your time.